Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be kind of fun to do like getting ready passion planner edition, planner girl edition, where I take my brand new planner and I show you how I get my planner set up for the year. So if you didn't see, if you're like, why is your planner red, Chelsea? If you didn't see my last video, I talked about my struggles with the new academic colors because I just didn't really fall in love with any of the colors. They just at least didn't fall in love with enough to stick it out through the whole year, because I know they're gonna come out with more pretty colors, you know, especially for the new year, the 2020 dated ones that start in January. And I gotta commit. I gotta commit to a full year. Doing a planner that starts in January just doesn't really work for me. I know this. But it's just so easy to get sucked into the new year vibe. I'm sure the other academic users out there totally understand. You have to just walk around with blinders on, which is hard for me because I make passion planner stickers. So if you didn't see my last video, this is one of the MVP planners that they gave away to some of their Instagram social media influencers last December, and I didn't end up using it because I was using my academic planner and I was committed. I'll admit, I did try, but using two passion planners doesn't work for me as well as using two different planners. They're the same, and I would just write the same thing in them, and then I was just like, why am I doing this? So I didn't end up using it. I did try, so I decided to rip out the insides of an academic planner and put it in the inside of this red hardcover planner. Oh, there's a sneak peek. So you can kind of see the tape, and there's a little bit of a seam where I cut it out with an X-Acto blade and taped it back in. So if you didn't see that video, go watch it. It's entertaining. But now that it's all ready to go, I figured it'd be fun to do a little planner get ready with me kind of thing. That's a thing, right? Totally can be. So one thing I did want to do, and I didn't do it when I did my planner transplant video, was do like a pretty paper on this side to cover up the tape. I didn't have any scrapbook paper on me at the time, and it was like, film a video, go get scrapbook paper. Film a video, go get scrapbook paper. And I was like, just film the video and you can go get scrapbook paper later and then do that part. So that was my plan all along. I just didn't have any because I actually went through and donated all my scrapbook paper that I had stashed up to my friend because she's a teacher and I wasn't using it. It was like, I'm sure you guys get it, one of those craft supplies that you just hoard for forever and don't ever actually use. Yep, that was me. So I have my ruler, and then I went to Michael's and I got a couple scrapbook papers. So I got two. So I got this one, which is like a really pretty floral pattern, which I really liked. And then I got this one. That's another really pretty floral planner. And I just wasn't sure which one I was gonna like, so I got them both. And I'll be honest, I still don't know which one I like. This one has really pretty reds in it, so I think it'll go really well with this planner. I should have gotten 4 sheets and not 2 sheets. So maybe we'll have a different pattern in the front and a different pattern in the back. I do like that. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think I like this more, I don't know how to describe it. I like this pattern more. That's what I'm gonna say. So now for this is the fun part. I'm very good. You might think that I try everything out and test it out before I do it, and I don't. I just turn the camera on and start rolling and hope for the best. So let's try that out, shall we? I'm just gonna give this a quick double check with the measurements. Okay, so now I'm kind of thinking, because obviously one sheet isn't gonna fit, and I don't know if I'd like the overlap, and then if I do it at the crease again, that's gonna still have issues. Although I do have a pretty red glitter washi that I can run down the middle. That might be cute. Now that I have some things measured out, we're going to hope that this works the way I'm planning on having it work. No. I messed up. See, I told you, I just trial and error it. And I should have cut this part off first because I measured from here to here. I guess I just measured it all incorrectly. This is fun. See, we all mess up. It happens to the best of us. So we're gonna do this pattern in the front. Good thing I got extras. And I'm gonna remeasure because apparently I didn't measure. I'm gonna cut this little strip off the top first. Once I'm comfortable with the sizing, I can definitely adjust a little bit as I glue it down. I'm gonna take some Mod Podge. Oh my gosh, that I haven't used in a really long time, so the lid is glued on. Another wonderful glue besides Mod Podge is this tacky glue in the gold bottle. It's the best. I use it a lot of the times for bookbinding. If I'm not going to use that bookbinding tape, if I actually need to bind pages together, I'll use this glue. So I'm just going to put some of it on this notepad. It's a little old too. Side note, if you're going to do this, make sure you have new supplies and not old supplies. And I'm just going to paint this on around the edges. Okay, so I glued in the two cover pages. It is, and then I trimmed it because it was a little over. It's a little wrinkly, if you can see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this dry for a second. This glue dries really quick. And I'm just gonna place, I actually have my stack of plum paper planners. So I'm just gonna stack it on top of this for a second and let that dry. So I will be back in just a minute. Now that my planner is all dry, look at this. Doesn't this look so much better? I decided that I'm not gonna do the back page because it's just not really worth my time and energy to do it because this was kind of a lot more work and I need new glue and other excuses and it doesn't matter to me. So I'm not gonna do this back page because I don't care. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to place tabs because every planner needs tabs. Now the dated passion planners come with these gray tabs already printed on them. So, I mean, if you don't want tabs, you don't have to have tabs, but I like tabs and I just think it adds a little extra fun flair to my planner and I like doing color combos together and I like tabs. Normally I would put the tabs on the left-hand side, but for some reason Passion Planner has them on the right-hand side. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just make the tabs. And I'm going to use these rose gold flush tabs, so they're gonna sit, if you look at my current planner, they don't stick out, but if you can see, maybe a little bit, you can kind of see them along the sides. Yeah, you see those? So they sit flush with the planner pages, but you can easily flip to whatever month you need. So normally, like I said, I would do them on the left, but we're gonna do them on the right because that's where Passion Planner has their tabs and I wanna cover this gray square. So the secret to tabs is you peel them off and they have a little score line already where the fold line is. So you wanna peel them off the sticker sheet and you just wanna give them like a little squeeze so they turn into like a little triangle top. So give that a little squeeze, and from there you can align it with the gray part, and I'm just gonna do the front edge with the top of the gray square. And then it's gonna kind of just sit right on this on the edge of the paper because you already pre-squeezed it. And then you just stick it right on, just like that. Let me get you closer. See? Boom. Except, you know what I totally did? Put January tab on because, whoops. If you're really gentle, you can peel them off. So since I already have this guy stuck, because obviously academic planner starts in August, I got a little overzealous when I did this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump to January really quick because I have this tab already peeled off. So I'm gonna make my little foldy triangle. It's like the roof of a house. And I'm going to line it up with the top of the gray tab that's already printed in the Passion Planner. And then just fold it over and press it on. Boom. Tab, and in the right month. Go me. So make sure, if you are doing an academic, make sure to start in August. So I'm gonna go ahead, grab the August tab, fold it along the crease. Sorry, my nail polish is awful. Line it up with this top part of the tab that's printed in the planner. Stick it and fold. Boom. So I'm gonna go ahead and do those really quick. This is also, side note, if you have a new Passion Planner, putting on tabs is also a good opportunity to break in your planner because you don't just want to open it and just start going. It's good to go through in little chunks and work the spine a little bit so that you're not going to have issues. I mean, you shouldn't have issues, but I mean, there's been issues in the past, so I don't want to, you know, say you shouldn't and then you will. And just slowly break in the spine so then your pages won't fall out or you won't have any binding issues. So keep that in mind while you're tabbing. Okay, now that all of my tabs are placed, now I want to work on some of my back pages. So one thing that I recently started listing in my shop was a back page series so that you didn't have to draw out all of your charts and stuff because that takes forever. And sometimes we just don't have time for that. So I went ahead and printed out a bunch of different back page series. So I have like my memories, and I'm just gonna kind of like organize this because I know that they got a little unorganized. Oh, and then there's a random sticker. So I think for the first page, I want to use at least my blank pages for these stickers because I might end up using these dot grids. And I know I'm going to use the dot grids and not the blanks. So I might as well use up the blank space, blank page, real estate with stickers. So I think my first layout is going to be these memories. I love this sticker. So it starts in August. You can either get it an August start or a January start, but since my planner starts in August, of course I'm gonna do August. And it just has a little timeline of the whole year. I'll kind of show you, I made something like this in my planner before I made this as a sticker. I mean, obviously my handwriting is gonna be crooked because I didn't have the guides like I do on this. So I just go ahead and write in some memories from the day, or from the month, sorry, and then put in some fun stickers that I print out on my sprocket, and it's just something that's really fun to look back on. And I love it. That's probably one of my most favorite spreads in my entire planner from this year, so I can't wait to fill up this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off. Now these stickers can be a little tricky because if you know my stickers, you know that they're not removable. So So you better place with purpose. So what I like to do is turn my planner this direction, and take my sticker, and since these two stickers are gonna line up together right on this line, I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna line it up right against the seam. And I'm gonna try to center it. It is a little smaller than the planner, just to give you like a little extra wiggle room in case you end up making it crooked or something. You're not like hanging off the edge or anything. So it is a little smaller. So I'm just gonna take the very edge of the sticker and line it up right in the spine of my passion planner. And then I'm gonna slowly lay it down like this. Oop. And be gentle and take your time. Like, I've done a million of these, so I'm better at it. I have practice, so don't think you need to lay it down as fast as I do, because I know I had to, I've done this 100 times. So take your time, take it slow, and then just slowly, press it out and get any wrinkles or bubbles that you might have in it. Boom. So now we'll flip it and we'll get the second page. And we're just gonna try to line up these lines. And then again, just slowly lay it down on the page of the planner. Just like that. Boom, we have a little memories page. Oh my gosh, I'm actually filling in my planner. That makes me really excited. So I do have a couple 2-page stickers, just because I know I'll fill them up. So I have like 2 reading lists. I have 2 favorite podcasts and 2 pen collections. So I think I'm gonna do all of those guys first and have all my double pages at the front, and then we'll do all the single pages at the back. So next up, I'm gonna do my reading list. Again, we're gonna turn my planner this way. And again, I don't need to line it up directly in the spine because they're not lining up together. And I have this skill just from years of graphic design that I'm pretty good at eyeballing even spaces. So like, I know that this is gonna be straight. So I feel confident with placing this with a little bit of margin. Boom, look at that. Oh, I might have gone a little bit over. Oh well, it is what it is. It's on there. I can always take my scissors and trim it out, but hey, we all make some mistakes. So yeah, it's just a little teeny bit over the edge. Can you see that? So I can just trim that with scissors. So now I know for the second page not to leave such a big gap and bring it a little bit closer to the spine. So that's no big deal. Okay, that page is on. I'm just gonna go ahead, and before we go to the next one, I'm just gonna take my scissors and trim this really quick so I don't forget about it, and then it gets all like weird and gross and like lint sticks to it and cat hair and all that fun stuff. The thing with starting new planners is, especially for like if you're really new into planning, is it's easy to get scared. Like if you're scared to write in your planner, you're not alone, okay? You get that newness and you don't want to ruin it. And you're afraid to mess up and you're afraid to make mistakes. It's okay. Like that's how we all feel with new planners. But the reality is you're gonna make a mistake. It's gonna happen. And you're gonna make a lot of them. And you can either really dwell on it and want to throw your planner away, or you can just move on and say, oh well, it's my planner. Nobody cares except for me. That's my big thing. Whenever I'm like you know, feeling self-conscious or worried about something, I'm like, nobody cares. You're the only one that cares right now. So like, just take a deep breath, it'll be fine. So I trimmed that edge. Is it perfect? No. Is it kind of a little wonky? Yeah, a little bit. But I'm also not going to turn to this page every single day. It's in the back of my planner, and I'm going to turn to it, you know, maybe once a month whenever I finish a book. So the fact that it's not perfect, it's fine. When the planner's like this, you'll never know. And it's my planner, and now it has a little bit more character to it because it didn't have enough already. So we're just gonna flip to the next page. That's all you can do. We're gonna go and do the pen collection. And then the favorite podcasts, which I'll probably write in some of the ones that I've liked from this previous year just to have them on hand. Because sometimes, you know, you recommend a podcast to someone and then you're like, oh, well, you should like listen to this episode because this one's my favorite. And if I don't have that list, then how am I supposed to tell people what episodes to listen to? Okay, now that we're done with the double pages, we can go on to our single pages. And I think I'm just gonna leave it one and then flip to the next. Because who knows, this one might be fun. To fill in with, you know, some pictures or something because it's the little United States map. So, you know, I like to at least have a little room for creativity. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing with the movies, and I can put like movie stubs right here. I'm not a big movie goer. I don't know why, I'm just not. So we'll be lucky if we fill up all of these little movie squares, but who knows? Maybe I'll get really into movies or something. Okay, so that's really the gist of it. You can also go through and start filling in, you know, some important dates or people's birthdays, if that's the sort of thing you're into doing. I'm personally not. I just plan a month at a time. That's just how I roll. But yeah, feel free to go through. I mean, there's plenty of how to, you know, get started in a planner checklist on Pinterest, where yeah, they have you go through and fill in all the birthdays and the anniversaries and the things you're gonna forget. I don't forget. No, I probably do forget, and I probably should do that. But I'm not going to right now. I am a tired, as Ian liked to say, tired burrito. I'm a tired burrito. And I think that at least gives you the gist of it on how to set up your planner. So I want to know, what steps do you take to set up your new planner for the year? Do you do similar to what I do and set up your back pages and put on tabs? Or do you go like even more in depth? Do you start decorating right away? I mean, it's going to be August before we know it. I'm going to start using this bad boy. So I want to know, what's your new planner checklist? What do you do? As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because that helps me tremendously. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!